Hello and welcome back to Vipassana today. I am Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide, here to walk with you on this path of mindfulness and inner peace. If you've been with us from the start, thank you for your commitment. And if you're joining us now, a heartfelt welcome. We are deep into our series, The 10 Stages of Meditation with Dr. Surendra, inspired by the mind illuminated by Kuladasa. At Vipassana today, we are weaving together the ancient art of Vipassana meditation, grounded in Buddha's timeless teachings, with the modern lenses of neuroscience and psychology, all to help you reduce stress, sharpen your mind, and live fully in the present today. In episode 1, we built a consistent practice, planting that seed of meditation. In episode 2, we tackled the wandering mind, learning to notice distractions and return to the breath. If you've been practicing, you might have felt those moments, brief but beautiful, where your mind stays with the breath just a little longer each time. That's progress. And it's bringing us to stage 3, extending your focus. This stage is about stretching those moments, making focus less fleeting, more steady. It's not perfect yet. Distractions still come, but you're ready to take the next step. So, find a comfortable spot, take a slow breath, and let's explore stage 3 together. I am Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide, here to make this practical, insightful, and deeply rewarding. Let's begin with what stage 3 means. In the mind illuminated, Kuladasa describes this stage as a turning point. You've got a routine, you're catching the wandering mind, but now it's about holding your attention longer before it drifts away. Picture it like this. In stage 2, your mind is a kite tugging at the string, and you pull it back. In stage 3, you're learning to let that kite glide steady in the wind for a few more seconds, then a few more minutes. It's not about locking the mind down. That's too harsh. It's about guiding it gently, with care. In Vipassana, this is where we deepen our awareness. The Buddha taught us to watch the breath, the body, the sensations, not to control them, but to know them. Stage 3 builds on that, extending the time we stay present before a thought pulls us off. It's still early, your mind will wander, but now you're quicker to notice, and your focus lasts longer. This is the seed of what the Buddha called sati, mindfulness, staying with what's real, right here, right now. Why is this important? Let's turn to neuroscience. When you meditate, your brain's attention network, the part that keeps you focused, gets stronger. Areas like the anterior cingulate cortex, they light up, helping you stay on task. At the same time, that default mode network we talked about, the wandering part, starts to quiet down. Studies show this shift reduces stress, lowers anxiety, even improves memory. As Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide, I can tell you, this isn't just theory. I felt it. That calm, that clarity, when focus holds, even for a moment longer. Now, let's bring in psychology. Extending focus isn't just about the brain. It's about the mind's habits. We are creatures of distraction, trained by phones, by multitasking, by a world that never slows down. Psychology tells us attention is like a muscle. It weakens when we scatter it, but grows when we train it. In stage 3, you're building that strength, not by force, but by repetition. Each time you stay with the breath, you're rewriting those habits, shifting from chaos to calm, from stress to stillness. What's the goal here? Kuladasa says stage 3 is about continuous attention. staying with your focus. Say the breath for most of your meditation, with only brief interruptions. You're not there yet, and that's fine. But you're moving toward it. In Vipassana, this isn't about perfection. It's about presence. You're starting to see how the mind works, how it jumps, how it settles. And that's insight, the heart of the Buddha's teaching, seeing things as they are. Why does focus slip? Let's dig deeper. Neuroscience points to something called attentional blink, those tiny gaps where your mind loses grip, especially when you're tired or stressed. The brain's like a spotlight. It can only shine on one thing at a time. And when it flickers, thoughts sneak in. Psychology adds that these slips often tie to emotions. Maybe a worry, a craving, a memory. In Vipassana, we don't push these away. We watch them. And stage 3 is where you get better at catching them before they take over. What does this look like? Imagine you're sitting, breathing, in, out, in, out. You're with the breath, maybe for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Then a thought creeps in. What's for lunch? You're off, planning a meal, until you catch it and come back. In stage 2, that wonder might last minutes. Now, it's shorter, maybe 10 seconds. And your focus stretches, maybe a minute, then 2. That's stage 3. The kite glides longer before it tugs again. Let's get practical. How do we extend this focus? I am Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide. And I've got strategies. Blending Vipassana, the mind illuminated, and science. Here's what you can do. Strategy 1. Sharpen your anchor. Pick the breath, but zoom in. Feel it at your nose, the cool air in, the warm air out, or maybe the rise of your belly. Make it vivid. Kuladasa calls this vividness. Neuroscience shows it activates sensory areas, keeping your brain engaged. In Vipassana, this deepens awareness, tying you to the moment. Strategy 2. Check in often. Every few breaths, ask yourself, am I here? It's like a gentle tap, a reminder. Psychology says this builds self-awareness. Catching drifts early. In Vipassana, it's mindfulness in action. Staying awake, staying present. Strategy 3. Use a soft countdown. Try this. Breathe in. 10. Breathe out. 9. Down to 1. Then start again. If you drift, reset. Kuladasa suggests this. It's a bridge between counting all the time and not at all. It keeps the mind tethered gently. And in Vipassana, it's a tool, not a crutch. Strategy 4. Expand awareness. While you focus on the breath, let the edges of your mind notice. Sounds. The room, your body. Don't chase them, just let them be. Neuroscience calls this peripheral awareness. It balances focus with openness, reducing tension. In Vipassana, it's natural. Watching everything without clinging. Strategy 5. Rest when needed. If your mind's foggy or restless, pause, stretch, sip water, then return. Kuladasa warns against pushing too hard. Psychology agrees. Fatigue breaks focus. The Buddha taught balance, effort without strain. And that's key in stage 3. These strategies aren't rules, they're tools. Pick what works for you. As Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide, I use these myself. Some days, I zoom into the breath. Others, I check in or rest. It's a dance, and every step builds focus. Every step eases stress. Let's tie this to our blend. In Vipassana, stage 3 deepens your sense of anicca, impermanence. You see thoughts rise, fade, rise again, like ripples on water. Neuroscience shows this strengthens attention networks, quiets stress responses, even lowers cortisol. Psychology adds that extending focus rewires habits, from distraction to discipline, from worry to calm. It's ancient wisdom meeting modern proof right here on Vipassana today. How do you know you're in stage 3? Kuladasa says it's when focus feels steady, most of your sit, maybe 10, 15 minutes, with only short wanders. A few seconds here, a moment there. You're not glued to the breath yet. That's stage 4. But you're gliding. Longer, smoother. In Vipassana, it's less about time, more about quality. How present can you be? Let's practice this now. I am Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide, here to lead you through a stage 3 meditation, blending Vipassana and the mind illuminated. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes if you like. And let's start. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out slowly. Feel the breath at your nose. Cool in, warm out. That's your anchor. Settle there. Soft, steady. Breathe in. 10. Breathe out. 9. In. 8. Out. 7. Down to 1. Then back to 10. If you drift, reset. 10 again. No rush. Feel the breath. Vivid. The air at your nose. The rise of your chest. Stay there. Gentle. Focused. If a thought comes. Planning. Noise. Let it pass. Back to the breath. Check in. Am I here? Yes? Good. Keep going. No. Smile. Return. 10. 9. Now, widen a little. Breath at the center. But notice a sound. Your hands. The air. Don't chase. Just let it be peripheral while the breath holds you. If your mind wanders, catch it, thinking, and glide back. In, out, in, out. Pause for 2 minutes. Good. Drop the counting. Just breathe. Natural. Alive. Feel your body, shoulders, legs. Any calm? Any restlessness? Watch it. No fixing, just knowing. Stay with the breath. Soft, steady. Thoughts come, let them go. Like leaves on a river. Back to the nose, the chest, the moment. Pause for 2 minutes. Beautiful. One last deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Slowly. How is that? Did focus stretch? Did it slip? That's stage 3. Growing breath by breath. We're closing episode 3 of the 10 stages of meditation with Dr. Surendra. I hope you feel that focus lengthening, even a little. At Vipassana today, we're blending ancient Vipassana with neuroscience and psychology to reduce stress and build a mindful community. I am Dr. Surendra, your friend, philosopher, and guide, and I'd love your thoughts. Comment below. How long did you stay focused? What pulled you away? Let's grow together. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell. And join us next time for stage 4, mastering continuous attention. Until then, keep practicing, keep extending, keep breathing. This is Dr. Surendra, thanking you for being here. Breathe, observe, and find peace. Namaste.